Happy belated Africa Day! Aujourd'hui, je fais une vidéo qui change parce que je parle en anglais. Et donc j'espère que les francophones, je vous ai pas complètement perdu. De toute façon, il y a les sous-titres. On a l'habitude quand on regarde nos séries et autres. Et sur ce, let's go! So today is a special episode of my podcast, Comme, tout, monde podcast. Today I'm going to do a review of one of my favorite musicians, which is RM of BTS. I mean, I'm a baby army, so I had to speak in English because, to be comprehended by a lot of people. My English is not perfect. That's not my mother tongue. I speak other languages. The French viewers already know. Usually my podcast is about mental health, how to become a better person. And BTS have been ambassadors of this message with their album Speak Yourself, Love Yourself. And today we are focusing on RM and his new album Right Place, Wrong People. At first I thought that rpwp was right person, wrong place. To do this video, I re-listened to the album. I listened in total twice. First, I listened to the album, then I watched Mini Money because, I had to. We had to. And then I listened to the album once again because, the first listen sometimes it's really raw. And having the explanation of the artist telling you that that's what I thought, that's what my mind was, where my mind was when I was recording, that's kind of what the lyrics meant. And BTS, they love to give us a general explanation about something, and sometimes as armies and as the viewers we can connect to it because they're amazing at what they do, but also because we sense that, you're saying that it's a general feeling about that and all the other, but we connect to it so deeply that we can sense that you put your soul into that and you lived parts of what you're saying right now and singing and rapping to us. So that's one of the things and the reason why BTS is where they are, individually and BTS as a group. But yeah, let's dive into that review. Whee! The first record of the album is Right People, Wrong Place, which is a record that is musically intense. It's like someone that realizing that they're out of place. And I love the fact that in the Mini Money review interview, Jimin asked what does that mean? And RM responded, it's me. And it broke my heart a little bit because I felt like it was referencing the time where they was in a magic shop. They were all in the magic shop, BTS, and RM was crying saying that I'm only a member of BTS, I'm not a BTS, the whole group. I feel like he was talking, this record is him talking about the fact that he feels that he's in the wrong place, even though he's among the right people, meaning his members. And my heart was like, oh, because we see BTS as a whole, and we watch Run BTS, and we watch In the Soup, and we watch them in Bon Voyage, and they are, you feel the love between them, and it's like, it's not just about the piece that they bring to us, it's us as a fan base, as ARMY, wanting them to be happy individually and then become happier when they are all together. And felt, because now it's in the past, the album was recorded in the past, and I felt sorry as a viewer, as a consumer of the BTS machine, I felt sorry that I was more focused about what they bring to my life and them not being that happy. Now it's autumn, but I know in the past, V Taeyong was also depressed and all that stuff, and it feels like it's always heart shattering. But yeah, those were my thoughts and are still my thoughts about it. And I mean, the artist should be able to express himself, itself, and go through whatever they have to go through to be true to themselves and give us incredible music that reflects their heart, their soul, their colors. And that's why I'm so thankful for this album, because we know Junior as this intellectual person that gives us like a chill vibe, always calms us down, always telling us it's gonna be okay, you're doing fine, and gives us gems and all that stuff. And we sometimes forget that is, like he just said in Minimoni, he's just a 29-year-old man now, living in Korea, going through hardships just like any and everybody. And yeah, navigating your 20s is hard and tough already, so I can't even imagine the weight that he had on his shoulders as being the leader of the BTS machine and not being able to just sometimes just say F. The second record of the album is nuts. The sound is to my liking. And we see a nutty side of RM. Like, damn, RM. The verse though that like struck a nerve, and it's the verse that says, so that you can come on from being my everything in your 20s. I'll sincerely wish you happiness, even though you probably won't believe me. It was a tough relationship. There's a stigma on my chest. It's called you. I can't even believe we were together. It was a flu. And we could see the karma coming through. The monster hasn't been me, I beg you. Oh, baby, please. Forever, ever, ever wish you true happiness. Damn. Like, it sounds like something that you're writing your ex to move on from the relationship, realizing that you wasn't meant to be together and you adored each other, but it also was kind of toxic. And now that I know, looking back and having all that experience, that I'm not the reason why things went left, like, I wish you the best. Sheesh. That person traumatized you, and you did also traumatize that person. Those were my thoughts. And I mean, the album is so beautifully made because first you realize that you are the right people just in the wrong place. You think out of place. And of course, when you feel out of place, you can go nuts. But then we have the third record, which is Out of Love. From all those songs that I listened to on his album, Out of Love is one that I don't know why I don't remember it so vividly. But there's one sentence that he said that I had to just mention. I already killed myself out of the fucking fears. Yeah. And I also have to mention this last verse was RM explicit. Woo! Like, good time, no feelings attached. Ooh, sheesh. I love that this album already feels like him spewing his mind. And just no filters. No, let me bend to your liking. What we know of RM being RM. Him just saying the things he wanted to say and bottled in. And we learned a lot about him. And it can feel like that's kind of a new RM, but as he said in Mini Money and Jimin also mentioned, he has a complex or contradictorian personality, so he's also smart but also kind of dumb. Those are his words, not mine. And sometimes we want to stick to one thing, forgetting that life is life and we have to go live it, and there are waves that compose the life that we are living. And if we don't let ourselves bend to the wind, if we don't grow through it and change, we stayed stagnant. Following this train of thoughts, then it's not a new harem, then it's just him going through what he's going through and letting us know what he's going through. Okay, the fourth record is domodashi, which means friend in Japanese. I didn't know that. I googled it. And I love that this song is a collab because, Chingu, friend. You have to sing it with someone. I don't know the relationship between Autumn and Lil Sims, sorry. Knowing Autumn, he don't do things just to do things, and he don't do collabs just to do collabs. He can have the best collab in the world. And there's a reason why he chose Lil Sims. I wish we could know that. But we got some time on our end, so hopefully we could ask him why her. How this collab came about. I just want to know because I love her so much. And I love her style, and her style just was perfect for this song because this song is so c'est saccadé. We have like a pop of funk, then a pop of blues, a pop of rock. Feels like a pop of grunge at some times because of the instruments. You don't really dance, but you don't stay still also. And sometimes when you do a song about friendship and all that stuff, you do something that is cheerful, that is calm, that is joyful and all that stuff, and like the song is Friend, and it's so different. And even in the lyrics, then we have the interlude, which is placed in the middle of the album, the 5th position, and the music is calm, bluesy, jazzy a bit. I'm not a musical expert, or I'm not even educated on music. The interlude, I feel like it's RM just reflecting on his relationship with I don't know who. And it feels like now he sees that the person fucked him up a little bit, harder than expected, and he just tried to move on, ignored whatever he was dealing with, and then understood that he had to deal with it. And he chose to do so by distancing himself from his members. Because to him, at the time, members equal BTS the group, and BTS the group equaled him being the leader of it, meaning him not being able to be just Namjoon, having to put on this role, this representative, that now is suffocating me, like literally, so I have to get away before I die slowly. He said it himself that he tried to not think about the group BTS. He distanced himself and just had to say F le politiquement correct, policing my thoughts myself even, and yeah, he just went rogue. And I really like it, to be honest, because be this nice, polished person that goes in the sense of let's not hurt, let's not shock, let's not say whatever we are really feeling. That's the opposite of why BTS started. They started speaking their mind, relaying a real message. And those are the groups that always stand the test of time, and that always have a really impactful stamp on time and on music. And him feeling the opposite of why he started is like, I'm not staying true to who I am, and I have to applaud him for just recognizing that and not staying safe in the BTS machine and being like, I have to record this album. And I didn't know that he was planning on going enlisting for his military service at the same time as Obi, and that he felt away. He was having mixed emotions, mixed feelings about working on his album, and even felt guilty, like, I should have gone. You're the Magni of the young line. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why do you put so much pressure on yourself like that? Stop being so harsh. And then what feels like a second part of the album, we have in 6th position the record Growing. And so that's just him speaking his mind, like he's saying, like spewing his guts out. And that's so funny because in this song it just says whatever he meant, and for sure bottled in, but the intro is so soft, and then it's like, okay, let's go. Yeah, I love this juxtaposition. 7th position, because 7 is the lucky number, isn't it? We have the song called Heaven. And heaven, the song in itself is the opposite of what heaven should be. Like he's saying, yeah, take it. Take my heaven, take it. Why did you title this song Heaven? I just want to know. Were you trying to say that heaven is when you're by yourself, as of right now? And then after we have the 8th song, Record, which is Lost. And it's the song that I related to the most on this album, because it's just the story of someone that is getting out of their usual ways, going a bit crazy. The musical video is like so WTF, and I believe it's also genius in a way, because that's literally how you feel when you're lost. I resonate with it. The 9th position is Around the World in a Day. This song is such a vibe. It is such a vibe. That's really all that I captured from it. I don't know why Around the World though. But I sang so much along with that song. Try. In the 10th position, we are already almost at the end. We have the song Credit Roll, You, and it's just a conversation piece, because what do? Do you stay when the credit rolls, or do you get out and just go about your business? You can tell me in the comment section, As for me, I tend to stay. And then the last song of this album is Come Back to Me. I love this record. I love it. It feels like the Genie we are used to, and the one that we love so much. And yeah, even that's the genius of him. Even this song, like Come Back to Me, like, is you talking about you coming back to yourself? But the way the playlist is set up, it feels like he's like realizing he's not at the right place, but with the right people. And then it's like, I'm going nuts. This place is not, I cannot. And then when you are feeling so much, I can't do this anymore, it's like going out of love. And then it's like, friendship is supposed to be easier, but is it though? And that may be why the song is not like the typical friendship song. And then this interlude where it's like writing like you're grieving someone, and then he just speaks his mind on growing. And this complicating song goes next, Heaven, where he's literally saying that, take my heaven, take it, I'll be fine by myself. but then realizing that I've changed. I'm not the same. Who am I? I'm lost. What do you do when you are lost? You're everywhere but nowhere at the same time. Hence, around the world in a day. Next, after this around the world, we have you, credit roll. Why on the playlist here? Because credit roll is when the whole movie is finished. Or is it Marvel style? And maybe that's why he put it here, like a Marvel movie, to just then tell us. In my selfish way of thinking, maybe it's just a song for us to understand that he has come back to himself and that he's fine. Maybe that's a way for him to communicate and convey those feelings. Maybe it's not. I mean, I hope and pray that someday I will be able to ask him in person and just have a conversation. I did my best speaking in English. Those who stayed, thank you for staying, listening, and reading the subtitles. Because if you don't speak in English, it can be hard, and my accent and my English is not the best. I don't live in an English-speaking country. I live in France. Comme toujours, c'était un épisode particulier de Comme tout, monde podcast. J'espère que vous avez pu me suivre. Je sais que tout le monde n'est pas ARMY, je sais que tout le monde ne connaît pas ou n'écoute pas plutôt les BTS. Je suis devenue une bébé ARMY il y a très très peu de temps, littéralement en 2024. Et je me rends compte qu'en effet, il y a des leçons à apprendre de tout le monde, partout. Et c'est bien de capter qu'il y a une leçon, c'est un peu plus difficile de l'appliquer. Et je pense que pour faire honneur à ce nouvel album que RM vient de sortir, ce serait bien d'être un peu plus comme lui dans cet album, d'être honnête, de dire les choses, d'arrêter de ne pas vouloir froisser les gens autour de nous, de prendre ça comme excuse pour pas dire ce qu'on pense. Et j'en suis la première. Et cet album est tombé vraiment à pic dans ma vie. Encore une fois, music saves lives. So let's listen to the album and apply whatever lessons that you found on your own. Let's apply it. And let's not stack knowledge on top of knowledge on top of knowledge and not do better, because that's not how life is supposed to be lived. As always, thank you guys. À bientôt. Tchuss!